Hi, this is Dr. Russ. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the APA 7th edition template to put your paper in APA format. So, you've just completed a draft of your paper. And if you remember, the purpose of drafting is to simply get the content into the paper and in the right order. It's not to make sure that the paper was formatted correctly. Well, using the APA 7th edition template will help you get your paper in the right format quickly and easily. Let's see how that's done. First, I'm going to open an example paper as a student wrote it, and we'll look at it and see how it's laid out. Then we'll get a copy of the APA template. We'll copy all the material that's in the student's draft, and we'll paste it in the APA template. And then we'll make a few changes to finish converting it into APA 7th edition format. So let's get started. So here we see an example paper written by Hannah K. Greenbaum. We see that it was written using Calibri or Arial font. We see that it starts out with the title at the top, which is good. That is APA format. Then we have the student's name. That's not APA format. That goes on the title page. And we see several paragraphs. Note that they are all the way to the left margin. In APA format, paragraphs begin with the first line indented a ½ inch. So here we see guided imagery as a level 1 header. It's too big for APA format. And we see a level 2 header, features of guided imagery. That's in italics. That's not APA format either. And some more headings and more paragraphs. Here we see a block quote. It's indented on the left, which is APA format, but it's not indented on the right. APA format is indented on the right for block quotes too. And here are the references. Generally, each reference is in APA format with the exception of lines below the first line of each reference should be indented a ½ inch. That's called hanging indent. These are not. Now let's go get the APA 7th edition template. Here I am in Unit 12 of the course. So let's scroll down. And there's the template. I just click on it. Wait a moment. And we get a pop-up in the upper right-hand side of the screen. I'm going to click Save. And that will let me save it to my computer. I'll type in the name, Unit 12, Hannah Greenbaum. That will let the instructor know which assignment it is, the Unit 12 one, and who wrote it, Hannah Greenbaum, and save it. Now let's open the template. There it is in the lower right, Unit 12, Hannah Greenbaum. Just double click it to open it. And there's the APA template. Notice the yellow stripe at the top of the screen that says it's in protected view. In order to use this template, I have to click Enable Editing. So let's see what's in here. First, we see a template title page. And then we see an example of the paper itself with instructions about how to format it. So you can read these instructions. Make sure you understand how to format the paper. We won't do that here. Okay, I'm going to start by deleting all the things that we don't need. So first, I'm going to delete all these instructions. By selecting them and doing a Control X to cut them. The same thing, I'm going to delete all these example references by selecting them and doing a Control X to cut them. And now I will go back to the title page. The first thing I need to do is put the title of the paper in it. So I will go back to my draft. I will select the title. Do a Control C to copy it. Now I will go back to the template and I will select the temporary title and paste mine right on top of it by doing a Control V. There it is. Remember, the title also is at the top of the paper. So I'll go down. I'll do the same thing here. I'll select the temporary title and then do a Control V to paste my title on top of it. Let's go back to the title page real quick. Type your name here, okay? In this example, it's Hannah K. Greenbaum. I'll look at the course, ENG 232 Academic Writing. Yes, that's this course. There's the name of the instructor. In this example, I'm teaching the course. So it says Dr. Russ Schwartz. If you have a different professor, just change this to their name. Then finally, type the due date for the assignment. So I'll delete that prompt and type the actual due date here, March 27th, 2020. Now I'll go down to where the paper begins. Next, I'm going to copy all of the paper except the references. So let's go back to my draft. So I'll start right here at the first paragraph, and I will select all of the paper going down. There's references. So I'll stop just short of that, and I'll do a Control C to copy it. Now I'll go back to the template, and I'll do a Control V to paste it all in there. There it all is. I'll get rid of this blank line. I'll go down to the references section. I'll put that blank line over to the left. Now I'll go back to the draft again. And I'll get all the references. By highlighting them, doing a Control C to copy. and go back to the template. And now I can start making sure the paper is in APA format. Remember that every paragraph has to begin by indenting 1/2 inch. So how do I know where the paragraphs are? It's a little harder because there's not the big blank spaces between paragraphs like there were in the draft. But notice this little thing that looks like a backward P. That shows where one paragraph ends and another one starts. So I'll start here. This is definitely the beginning of a paragraph because it follows the title. I just press a tab and it indents it. Now I go down and I look for that first backward P. There it is. Go to the next line, type a tab, and it indents it. There's the next one. Okay, now I've come to a level 1 title. Remember we said it was too big. So I'll just select it. And up here in the ribbon, you'll notice a thing that looks like an A with a little blackboard eraser on it. That's called clear all formatting. Just click that. And now that doesn't look any different than any other line of text. I'll click bold to make it bold and center to move it to the center. Okay, here's the level 2 heading. I'm going to clear its format again and make it bold. So now my level 1 heading is bold and centered, and my level 2 heading is bold and flush with the left margin. Here's a paragraph, so I'll indent it by typing tab. And another paragraph. Here's another level 2 heading. I will clear its formatting, set it to bold on the left margin. Here's a paragraph, paragraph, paragraph. Here's 2 more headings, a level 1 and a level 2. I'll select them and clear their formatting. I'll turn them both to bold. And then I'll center that one. So you'll notice that little trick there. I cleared both of them at once and I set them both to bold at once. And then I just centered the level 1 heading. I did that to save myself some typing. Here's a tab. Tab for another paragraph. It's a level 2 heading. Clear it, bold, indent, indent. Here's a block quote. It's definitely in the wrong format. So we'll select all of that. We'll clear the formatting. For block quotes, I have to go to the paragraph section on the ribbon. There's that little down arrow. I will click that. And I will set the left indentation to 0.5 inches. That's 1/2 inch. And I will set the right indentation to 0.5 inches. That's 1/2 inch and click OK. And there it is. Now it's in the right format. This line that begins with thus, I'm not going to indent because it's actually a continuation of the previous paragraph. Here's another level 1 heading. So I'll clear it, bold it, and center it. Indent. Here's a level 1 and level 2 heading. I'll clear them. I'll bold them, and I'll center the level 1 heading and leave the level 2 heading at the left. Indent, indent, and here's the level 2 heading. It looks right, but just to play it safe, I'm going to clear it and bold it. Indent. And here's the references. In terms of what's in them, they all look like they're in APA 7th format already. They're just not indented right. So I'm going to select all of them. And again, I'll go up to the paragraph part of the ribbon, click that little down arrow. This time under indentation on the right, you see a thing called special. I'm going to change that to hanging. It automatically fills in 1/2 inch, which is what we want, and click OK. And there it is. So I have just put my paper in APA format, mostly. There will be more things that you'll have to do manually, but this template does a lot of the work for you. So now you can try it with your own paper. If you have any questions, ask your instructor or lab assistant. Good luck.